Thank you. I want to talk to you today about collaborative engagement. I'm the old man of the sea. I've been doing this work for 35 years. I want to take a moment and congratulate all of the previous presenters. They have done an awesome job. Have you ever tried to communicate with a person who speaks a different language than you? Think about that. Shout out. What's the first strategy that you use to try to communicate? You speak louder, thinking that that will bridge the communication gap. When that doesn't work, what is the next strategy you use? Think about it. We articulate. We think if we break the words into the syllables, we will bridge that communication gap and reach the other person. When that fails, which of course it does, then we use the strategy of hand gestures, and unfortunately, that may get us into tremendous trouble, especially in different cultures. Here's the main takeaway of 35 years of doing this work. Just because we, you and I, use the same words, we do not speak the same language. Part of the challenge of today and the rest is recognizing words and language do not equal. Let's take a look at collaboration. We're talking about communication, collaboration, and change. What is the fundamental problem in getting people to collaborate? How many times in your life have you had this kind of experience as collaboration? Cover your behind, right? It's not me, it's the other guy. How many times have you been on the other side of that target when you were sacrificed? Here's another definition of collaboration. You all do what you need to do. I'm covered. I'll join, but I have my way of surviving. We must bridge the gap between that. Competition in terms of what we've all been trained to believe, says David Sarnoff, the founder of RCA, competition brings out the best in products. I remember 8-track. Yeah. Yes, thank you. But it also brings out the worst in people. We know that. When we bring people together to compete with each other around things, it brings out the worst in people. I want to share with you 3 methodologies today so that we can move forward. And it has to do with making change. What is the problem with making change? You have had this experience. We enter into a situation that asks us to change, and this is the thinking that goes with it. Change. Yes, I am going to change. I need to change. We have self-awareness. We can recognize the problem. My life will continue downhill until I change. All I think about day and night is change. You've lain awake in bed every night thinking about what is the next step that you're going to do, and you have to change. I've got the willpower and I've got the strength of purpose to change. On the other hand, I'm right. They're wrong. Let them change. Okay, so we've been there and we've done that. What are some of the strategies and the solutions? The first takeaway that I can share with you is what other speakers have already said. Life is a great obstacle course with myself as the greatest obstacle. Those of us old enough to know Jack Parr, the original Tonight Show host, said that. In all of the quality work of Duran, of Demings, focusing on variation, common causes of variation, 80 to 90% of variation is us. It's people. And we need to have that in order to survive, not to beat it down. If you look here, you see this group of duck walking, have a lot of things right, don't they? They figured out that they have to have a V, but they're not soaring. You and I and every human being are composed of the most complex systems in our bodies. And each and every one of those systems works in harmony and absolute transparency. They work together. Nature gives us a clue for how to manage communication, collaboration, and change. And it is in the fact that we have 2 eyes and 2 ears and even 2 nostrils and 1 mouth. And the answer to that is look twice as much, listen twice as much, smell the roses twice as much as we talk. Thank you.
Thank you so much.